Okay, hi everybody. I believe we are live. I think there's a little bit of a lag here.
Hi everybody. I believe we are live.
If you are watching me, just let me know if you can hear me. Just want to make sure that my sound is still okay. I think what I might have to do is close down this Facebook page and just focus on the Zoom. And fingers crossed, I am going to be live on
And fingers crossed, I am going to be live on
Facebook.
And fingers crossed.
Okay. So hi everybody. Hi all of you beautiful souls. This is my first Monday musing session that is exceptionally taking place on a Tuesday because I couldn't figure out the camera settings yesterday when I was supposed to go live. So apologies for that. And from now on, I will be going live on Mondays at 11 a.m. Central European time. And these Monday musing sessions are really just an opportunity to connect with me and for me to share with you about specific themes that are really rising to the surface as important themes to be talked about, as well as share with you some of the ways in which I work when I work in service to the Great Mother and when I work with my clients as well. So I might be doing guided meditations or channeled messages or even reading oracle card messages from other oracle card decks. And I might take you through some energy shifting processes as well, depending on how I feel each Monday and what is really being called to come through me at that time. Now, today I wanted to touch on a topic that is very, very close to my heart and a very, very important one for all of us, especially for women, but also for men because of its implications and ramifications. Now, we've just celebrated Halloween, a huge festivity, especially in the States, but becoming quite popular in other parts of the world. And as part of this festivity, a lot of people dress up in costumes, tend to be scary costumes or cute costumes. But for many of us, we go for the traditional witch's costume, which could include a black pointy hat, fake gnarly fingers, a big hook nose, and makeup that makes us look pretty scary, oftentimes. And I wanted just to bring to the fore the origin of the witch stereotype or the witch archetype that we are actually evoking every time we dress up as witches for Halloween or any other time. And it is really, really important that this image of the witch as a scary looking person or being actually comes from the burning times, the times of the witch hunts, when women were literally tortured and battered and bruised to the extent that they had broken noses, they had bleeding cuts all over their faces and their bodies. Often their fingers would be crushed and they would appear and be deformed in many ways. And really to remember that these so-called witches that were tortured, that were killed, were not really witches at all. They were women. They were mothers, grandmothers, sisters, aunties, daughters, best friends. These were women who were not afraid to speak their truth, were not afraid to walk their paths, and stand in their power. These were women who often had a calling that might have felt scary to the establishment. These were women who were healers, herbalists, midwives, dancers, mystics, lovers of life. These were women with perhaps red hair, birthmarks on their bodies, women with strong bone structures or weak bone structures, women with unusual voices. There were women just like us. And the women who were burned were usually publicly humiliated, shamed and persecuted, placed on lengthy trials that were often financed from the property that these women owned. And in these burning times, women were really given no chance but to denounce each other as witches in order to survive, or in order for their children or their babies to survive. These women were tortured until their spirits were crushed, and confessions and vilifications extracted from them through the most horrendous methods. And why it is so important for us to remember this, to know this, to really, really pause for a moment and think about this, is because these women are our grandmothers, they are our ancestors. And the experiences they went through continue to live on inside our cellular memory, inside our DNA, inside our bodies, in the deepest layers of our wombs. And these experiences continue to impact us in so many ways. They affect how we relate to each other as women. They affect how supported or not supported we feel in sisterhood. They affect the extent to which we have the need to compare and contrast ourselves to other women, or criticize and judge instead of lifting each other up. It has a lot to do with how readily we express ourselves, speak our truths authentically, and how courageously we follow our paths. The witch's wound affects all of us to varying degrees, depending on our current life and soul experiences from the time we were conceived and inside our mother's wombs. And because of its impact, even now, hundreds of years later, it is so very important that we not only validate the experiences of these foremothers of ours, that we pay respect to this long period of time during which in various parts of the world, women were treated like this. And that we start to bring in the kind of healing that releases us from the cellular memories that don't support us, and that allow us to start a process of forgiveness no matter how impossible or difficult that process of forgiveness might feel and seem. And right now, I invite you to really just go within for a moment. Take a deep, deep breath. Go within and see what's happening inside your body, what's happening inside your womb. Notice what kind of emotions might be arising for you as you listen to me talk about this. And notice where you might be being triggered, where there might be anger or rage coming through, sadness or grief. Or perhaps this roaring fire that I need to do something about this, whether it's for myself or for the collective. And if you are being triggered, then I am sorry. I know this is hardcore stuff to be listening to, especially if you are new to this. But it is so important that we remember. And also remember that triggers are always portals into deeper understanding and knowing, and beautiful opportunities for healing. So if you feel stuff move inside your body, if you're feeling this need to process this for you, to start healing something really, really deep inside yourself, then please do connect with me. Don't sit with it on your own. I guide women through healing and transformation processes that allow them to heal this witch wound, this sister wound. And when we do that, our lives really start to expand in so many magical and beautiful ways. And remember that all of our journeys are different and unique, and we are exactly where we're meant to be at this moment in time. So if you feel that you're ready to go deeper and do some beautiful deep healing around this, then let's connect. You can either put a yes or let's connect in the comments, or you can email me at emmi, at femininerevered.com. I look forward to connecting with you and supporting you. And again, realizing that this was quite a hardcore topic to start the Monday Musings with, but it really is imperative, especially in these times of transition that we are going through as a collective and on this beautiful planet of ours, that we have the courage to look into our pasts and through a process of validation and healing, start to dismantle the patriarchal programming and patriarchal conditioning that's been holding us so tightly for such a long time. Thank you so much for joining me for this live. I appreciate you, and I hope to connect with you soon, and definitely again next Monday at 11 a.m. Central European Time. And if you missed a live, you can always watch this as a recording from my Facebook page, Feminine Revered, or from my YouTube channel. I will be posting these recordings there afterwards as well. Have a beautiful day or evening or morning, wherever in the world you are as you are watching this. Much love to you.